I never imagined the hardest pain after surgery wouldn't come from the stitches. It would come from my own son. He smiled, promised he'd be right back with the discharge papers, and then disappeared. No money, no phone battery, no ride home. As I sat alone in the hospital lobby, wondering how my own child could abandon me, an elderly woman in a wheelchair slowly rolled beside me. She leaned close and whispered something that changed my life forever. "Pretend you're my grandson, and don't ask any questions." What happened next shocked everyone, including my son. The surgery had gone well, but recovery left me weak. My son Daniel insisted on taking me home. "Dad, don't worry. I'll handle everything," he said with a smile. I believed him. When the nurse finished the discharge paperwork, Daniel suddenly stood up. "Dad, I forgot something in the car. I'll be back in 5 minutes." 5 minutes became 30. 30 became an hour. His phone went straight to voicemail. The nurse quietly asked if someone else could pick me up. I forced a smile and lied. "He's probably stuck in traffic." The truth was much worse. My wallet was empty because Daniel had taken it to pay the hospital bill. My phone battery had died hours earlier. I sat there alone, feeling more abandoned than I ever had in my entire life. Just then, an elegant elderly woman in a wheelchair rolled toward me. She had kind eyes but a serious expression. "I've been watching," she said softly. "Your son isn't coming back." I looked away, embarrassed. Then she leaned closer. "Do exactly what I say." I frowned. "What?" She smiled. "From this moment, pretend you're my grandson." Before I could answer, a luxury black SUV pulled up outside. A chauffeur rushed inside. "Mrs. Whitmore, we're ready." She pointed at me. "Help my grandson into the car." Everyone looked confused, including me, but I played along. During the ride, she finally explained. "My late husband built one of the largest companies in this city. I've spent years donating to hospitals and helping families." She paused. "But today, I wanted to see if kindness still existed." She looked directly at me. "You never begged. You never blamed anyone. You simply endured your pain with dignity." Tears filled my eyes. No stranger had ever spoken to me with so much compassion. She took me to her beautiful home, arranged private nurses, and made sure I recovered comfortably. Weeks later, Daniel finally called. Not to apologize. He wanted money. He claimed he'd been too busy. Mrs. Whitmore quietly listened. Then she smiled. "I think it's time." The next morning, Daniel arrived expecting an easy payday. Instead, he found luxury cars, lawyers, and the woman he'd ignored sitting beside me. She calmly introduced herself. "My family foundation supports hospitals, scholarships, and businesses across the state." She slid a folder across the table. "I had planned to include your father in a charitable housing program worth hundreds of thousands of dollars." Daniel's face lit up, until she continued, "But after learning how you abandoned him after surgery. She closed the folder. "You've disqualified yourself from receiving anything connected to this family." Daniel froze. For the first time, he realized what he truly lost wasn't money. It was his father's trust. He broke down in tears. "I made the biggest mistake of my life." I looked at him quietly. "Money can return. Opportunities can return. But broken trust takes years to rebuild." Whether he ever earned my forgiveness. Only time could answer. Sometimes, the people who abandon us make room for strangers who become family. Kindness always finds its way back. If this story touched your heart, leave it in the comments, subscribe, and remember, never abandon the people who once carried you through life.